I just finished watching. All Her Fault. And I'm still sitting in the dark processing what I just watched. This show did something I haven't seen in years. It made me physically uncomfortable. Not because of gore or jump scares, but because it held up a mirror to something we all know is true but never talk about. Society is terrified of working mothers. And then, in the final episode, it asks you a question that'll keep you up at night. If the justice system fails you, are you allowed to become the executioner? We need to talk about this show. Look, I'm tired of rich people with secrets, thrillers. I really am. Big Little Lies did it perfectly. Everything since has been chasing that high. So when Peacock dropped all 8 episodes of All Her Fault on November 6th, I went in skeptical. But here's the thing, this show understands something the others don't. It's not about the mystery of who took the kid. We find that out relatively early. It's about the why. And when you discover the why, everything you thought you knew gets shredded. The premise sounds straightforward. A 5-year-old boy vanishes during a playdate that never existed. His mother, Marissa, shows up at the wrong house. Panic sets in. Police get involved. But within the first episode, the show does something brilliant. It doesn't focus on the search. It focuses on the blame. Every decision Marissa has ever made gets weaponized against her. She hired a nanny? Red flag. She works full-time? Suspicious. She didn't personally drop her son off? What kind of mother does that? Meanwhile, her husband Peter? He's barely questioned. He's just the concerned dad, standing supportively behind his wife while she gets eviscerated by the media, the police, even her own community. And the show knows you're watching this thinking, I've seen this before. It wants you comfortable. Because that's when it stabs you in the back. There's this moment early on that made me pause the show. Marissa is drowning. New baby, no sleep, postpartum fog. She asks her husband to research sleep training methods. Just help her figure out what to do. And Peter smiles at her, all supportive and loving, and says, "Of course. Just tell me what you want me to do." Sounds helpful, but it's not. It's a trap. Because now Marissa has to research sleep training, compile the information, create a plan, and manage her husband's role in executing it. He hasn't taken anything off her plate. He's added to it while making her feel crazy for not being grateful. The show calls this weaponized incompetence. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Every thriller has a villain. But All Her Fault has two. There's the person who took the child, that's the obvious one. But the real villain, the one that makes your skin crawl, is the husband. Peter is every man who says, "I'd do anything for you," while engineering situations where you do everything yourself. He's that guy. And the show brilliantly makes you complicit in not seeing it at first. But here's where it gets genius. The nanny who kidnapped the boy? Her name is Carrie. And about halfway through you realize, she's not the monster. She's a mother too. And that's when the pieces start falling into place. Okay, spoilers. If you haven't watched, this is your last chance to bail. Still here? Cool. Because we need to talk about what this show actually is. 6 years before the main story, Marissa and Peter had a car accident on the way home from the hospital with their newborn. Their baby died in the crash. But there was another car involved. Another family, another newborn. Peter woke up first. Saw his dead child. Saw the other baby, alive, crying. And he switched them. He took the living baby, left his dead son, and drove away. He told Marissa their baby survived. He built a life on a lie. For 6 years. The nanny? Carrie? That's the other mother. She buried a child she thought was hers. Spent years grieving. Until she started seeing photos of the Irvine family online and realized, that's her son. This isn't a kidnapping. It's a reclamation. And suddenly the entire show recontextualizes. Every moment of blame aimed at Marissa was misdirected. Every suspicion, every judgment, it was always about the wrong person. The real monster has been in bed next to her the entire time. Peter didn't just steal a baby. He stole Marissa's reality. He made her love a child that wasn't biologically hers. Not that biology matters, but as she didn't get to make that choice. And when Carrie comes for her son, Peter's first instinct isn't remorse. It's to kill her. To silence the truth. Because Peter doesn't love Marissa. Peter loves control. In the finale, Carrie confronts the family. People die. The truth comes out. And Marissa finally sees who her husband really is. So she kills him. Not in a moment of passion. Not in self-defense. She plans it. Peter has a deadly soy allergy. Marissa replaces his EpiPen with an expired one. She removes the first aid kit from the car. And then after dinner she kisses him, knowing full well he's eaten soy. She watches him die. The detective figures it out. but he lets her walk. Because he's made questionable choices for his own kid, and he understands. Sometimes justice and the law aren't the same thing. And here's why this ending works, and why it'll piss some people off. The show isn't asking if Marissa is right. It's asking, what do you do when the system protects abusers? When the law sides with manipulators? When being good means letting evil win? Marissa doesn't walk away feeling victorious. She walks away free but forever changed. And the show leaves you sitting with that. Is she a murderer? Yes. Is she a victim? Also yes. Is she justified? That's the question you'll be arguing about in the comments. Look, all her fault isn't perfect. It's got pacing issues. Some subplots go nowhere. There are moments where the dialogue gets a little too on the nose with its themes. And yes, we've seen the wealthy suburbs secrets set up 1,000 times. But what elevates it is the anger. The show is furious. Furious at the double standards. Furious at the invisible labor. Furious at how society treats mothers like they're always one mistake away from being monsters. And it channels that anger into a story that doesn't flinch. The performances are phenomenal, especially the lead who carries the entire emotional weight of this thing on her shoulders. The twist is genuinely shocking, not because it's outlandish, but because it reframes everything you've watched. Most importantly, it commits. It doesn't pull punches. It doesn't give you a neat, comfortable ending. It gives you the ending these characters earned, even if it's messy and morally gray. That takes guts. All 8 episodes are on Peacock right now. Clear your weekend and prepare to have some opinions. Because after you finish, you'll be asking the same question I am. Did she do the right thing? People are divided. Some say Marissa's a hero. Others say she's a murderer. So here's my question for you. If someone destroyed your reality and the law did nothing, would you become the executioner? Drop your answer below. Defend your position. Let's debate this. Hit like if this review helped. Subscribe for more deep dives into shows that take real risks. And remember, the best stories make you question everything. See you in the next one.